What's up, YouTube? Back again with a word for the day. What's going on, Brother Ro, Minnie Man, PP Drawn, Sister I Rock, and my little brother, Orange Flavor. What's happening, y'all? Hope everything is going well for y'all. Hey, man, I just wanted to come on here and talk about, you know, just the amazing come together factor of sports and entertainment. How ain't it amazing how it brings people together, how it unites people of all different color, races, religions. You know, it's just amazing to me just to see it, you know, especially when they all come on to one accord. I guess that's why it's so important when God says that he don't want nobody to be confused. He wants everybody to be on one accord, because it's power in unity. When everybody's together, it's a lot of power in that, you know, because at that moment of high emotions and you know, I guess it's, you know, just the high emotions of it, you know, people they put aside all the hatred and all the opinions and everything else, and they focus on the one thing, and that was that goal of winning, or that goal of just seeing their players just put their heart in. Because sometimes it don't matter if you win or lose, it's just how hard you play. You know, you played your hardest in that game, man, just like, you know, you played your hardest, you studied your hardest for that test, you tried your best when you played that instrument, you know, you actually, you know, you gave it your 100%. Man, it's just amazing, man, the satisfaction that you get out of all of that, man. And it's I think it's real important, man. I guess it's why Paul put in his writing so much about sports, man, back then with the Romans, and you know how much they put into their sports, man, into their coliseums, you know, just into the building of the coliseums, you know. And if you look at it, that's one of the times when the Caesar, or you know, the king really came into contact with his people. And he really was looking for the people's opinion, you know. They actually were like, you know, thumbs up or thumbs down, and they all went about how the crowd roared. You know, if you ever look, I looked at it was the Spartans, one of the guys, he was from Spain. Man, that was an amazing movie. I like looking at those movies like that, man. And it was like, sure, either they wanted him dead or they wanted him alive, and they had thumbs up for him to live again or fight another day, but that was the unity of it, man. You know, and that's how we as Christians have to be, you know, stick together. You know, all these religions, man, it's part of that dividing mechanisms that the devil used to take over and destroy. You know, he be putting us, you know, just like you separate, you know, how wild animals, you know, they separate the weak from the strong. You know, and then when they get the weak away from the strong, then that's when they eat them up. So that's what the devil tries to do, separate. And religion is a mechanism, is a tool to separate the weak from the strong, so they can devour. You know, that's all the devil is here for anyway, to kill, steal, and destroy. And when he does that, hey, he's happy. You know, he's satisfied. He's accomplished his goal. So, you know, we have to stick together, man. You know, I played on a pretty decent team, man, and when I played in high school with W.T. White, man, we had some athletes, man. Where I come from, man, we had athletes, man. I'm talking about people should have been in the NFL. But anyway, when we went to high school, we had a mixture of folks, man. Chinese. Matter of fact, we had one nice Chinese cat, man. White folks, rednecks, you know, they all go, you know, cowboys, Samoans, Mexicans. Man, we had it all mixed up at school I went to, man. And, you know, off the field, you know, it was altercations, you know, especially with the black on black crime, you know, that goes without saying. But even within, you know, the Mexican on black, you know, man, I look at it, man, if black folks got a lot against them, we against ourselves, we got other people against them. You know, it's tough, man. Everybody else can come together and on one accord, and, you know, except for the black folks. Now, I'm not saying that white and Mexicans don't go against each other, but for the majority, and for the most of them, they stick together and they stick to their own. But anyway, I'm not to jump off the subject. We had, you know, everything, man, and they did what they did the drugs, did whatever they did, man. But when we came in that field, and we got in that huddle, it was something else. It was a new camaraderie. You know, it was something else, man. It didn't matter what we looked like. You know, when we looked in each other's eyes, at that moment, it was either, you know, what we gonna do next, or sometime it was, you looked at folks and they were tired, sometimes they were zoned out, someone was just spooked, someone was just crunk and hype, you know, and just ready to go, you know, and it's funny, you know, as a leader, when you're looking at all your folks around you and their eyes wide open, like, what are we gonna do next? You know, it's really up to you. It's up to the whole team. You got all these different shades of colors looking at you like, what's next? You know, that camaraderie, man, that comes together, man, at that moment. Don't nothing matter but you just trying to accomplish your goal right there on that field. As us, we have individual goals. Some of us, we want to go to college. Some of us, we just playing out there, you know, just because. We just love the game. It don't matter where the next level went to. We just love to go out there and play. And it's just amazing, man, how I can bring countries together, how I can bring cities together, man. You know. Now, after the game, you know how LeBron, you know how people are after the game. You know, it's over. But right there for that 60 minutes, for that 15 minutes, you know, for the duration of that game. Oh, what if the people are the Christians and people was like that in life for the long term? You know, quit letting these religions come in and divide us. Because as a team, if we divided, we can't run no plays. We can't get a sweep right off when the guard trying to go get the outside linebacker, when his job is to get the closest man to him, which is either that defensive tackle or that nose guard. How we gonna win? We ain't let this man come right up the middle. That's the quickest path to anybody. How we gonna win when we believe that one person going to hell because he not speaking the tongue, and another one is going to heaven because he out here working and doing the good works? How is this thing gonna work? But anyway, I was just, you know, just wanted to get that out there. And I know it's gonna be what it's gonna be because that's what God said it was gonna be and how it's gonna be. But you know, just take a look. Just take a look at the big picture, you know, for the few that's out here just looking and they believe that, yeah, it is a division in religion. Oh yeah, it is. But we as Christians shouldn't be, you know, if you coming into this thing and in Christ, don't go with that mentality of I'm right, you wrong, or you don't know what you're talking about. Because like Brother JTB said, don't nobody know the Bible better than God and the devil. And you know, as long as you got your relationship with God, don't look down on somebody else and say that they going to hell. You know, because you know, every man will be judged by their own God, man, and only God can make that man stand. So just pray for him and put it in God's hand. You know, you plant your seeds, you keep on going. This YouTube is a good tool to plant seeds, man, and it's amazing. Get on there and just do your work. You know, if God put it in your heart, go out there and do that work for the Lord, no matter what you're going through, no matter what people say about you. You know, if He put it on your heart, you go ahead and you work and you do it. You see, that's all part of getting your relationship with Jesus Christ, so you can understand and know what He's saying and know what to do. But that's why I wanted to share with y'all, you know, just a little thing on, man, just how these sports, and it brings people together and similarities, man, with sports and Christianity. I don't like to say religion because I believe all these religions are really crutches, man. They really tear us down. But you know, for the few that use it as weapons and as judgmental tools, you know, for people who don't, you know, who don't necessarily have the same opinion about the Bible as they do. That's why I like non-denominational churches where they actually just preach the word and teach the word. You know, I go talk to Brother JT a lot, and I like what he said, man. He say, you know, Jesus and Paul them do no hooping and hollering and a ha and a hen, yeah, and all that. They talk, you know. They talk. They had something behind their words, so they didn't have to have all this hooping and hollering and moaning and groaning and all of this whatever they got going on now, you know. They didn't have to have a pattern of preaching, or when they get your emotions up and then get you, you know, down and then build you up. You know, they had this. They was teaching. It was food for people to eat on. It wasn't for entertainment. It wasn't on a time schedule. You know, when we gotta get out of here at 1 o'clock for our next, so we can fit in another 3,000 more people into this church to get some more money, so we can pay the bills. You know, that wasn't what it was about. You know, but I'm not. That's just what I think about it, man. And you know, pray to God for me, you know, to get it a better understanding, a good understanding about everything, and you know, and just you know, just keep on growing in Christ. So that's it, YouTube family. I don't hear y'all up too long. Till next time, peace out. Be blessed.